how do you stop overthinking and ruminating over what you should be doing and if you should be pursuing this thing and so on and so forth, and actually start just taking action? And how did I overcome it myself? And in this video, I share exactly my process on how you can do that as well. So I had a friend come up to me and he told me like, hey, I have this dream of starting a social media or like an Instagram page for this thing he's really into. And I asked him pretty much just like, okay, like, why don't you just start? Why are you feeling blocked? Why can't you just go? And what I got back were like all sorts of excuses, things I need to plan, things I need to get in order before I can finally start. And this is the big problem I see with creators and multipotentialites. And I had this myself a lot in the past, that you sit there and you spend a lot of time philosophizing and thinking over all the certain actions you can take. And you pretty much, if this is you and this is where you want to go and you go, then you sit around, and I did this exact same thing. I was just sitting around and trying to get the perfect plan in order to hit my goal pretty much on the first try. So like my friend, he wants to start an Instagram page and build something, perhaps make an income with it. And now he's kind of waiting for the perfect plan, the big why, and the perfect strategy. And the stars have to align and all these different things in order to actually start taking action and building this goal. But what changed is my understanding fundamentally became different. And instead of doing this, just sitting down and hoping that everything is immediately from the get-go perfect and you make the perfect choice, is to simply accept that you're probably gonna fail and it's probably not gonna work out at the first trial, and it's not gonna be incredible the first time you try it. Obviously, if you do something for the first time, you're gonna suck at doing this thing, and that's okay. But the mistake is that I did, and my friend as well, is trying to wait until everything is perfect so you can actually start taking action. And the philosophy is pretty much this: like, if I'm here and I want to build this Instagram page for a certain thing, then instead of waiting, I just start doing the thing. I accept that it's not going to be perfect. I accept that I suck at the thing, and I just start. I take my first shots. I try this. Okay, I miss. Didn't work. I started posting consistently. Didn't hit the thing I wanted to hit. Okay, I shoot again. Didn't miss. And over time, I keep adjusting my aim, if this is like the thing I want to hit, until I actually get it done. And the thing is, what I had to understand as well, you think that this is faster and this is smarter, but it's actually not. It's actually much slower, and you're actually not making any kind of progress. I remember there was a study, and there were two groups, and one group had to take, I think like 90 days or 100 days. It had to take like just one picture, but it had to be the perfect picture, like the best picture they ever took. And all the other time, they pretty much just spent planning and then researching on how to take the perfect picture. And then they pretty much took one single picture. That was it. Okay? The other group instead was supposed to take a lot of different pictures and to take pretty much one picture a day, even if it's shitty, and to just take like one picture a day for the next 90 days, an average shitty picture. Okay? So they actually ended up with 90 images. And the other group with just one image. Now, what surprised me is that the group that ended up having the better pictures and more high quality actually learned the skill faster and were actually better at taking photographs was the group that took 90 pictures in 90 days. 90 shitty pictures in 90 days. Not one perfect one. So if you want to learn anything faster or even get to your goal and make progress, it's the much faster route if you just take 100 shitty shots at you trying to get the goal until you actually become so good and you learn the skill, you get better, you reflect on it, you take in the feedback until you actually hit the goal, instead of sitting around and trying to take one perfect shot and thinking that you're going to hit this with the perfect try. Because the chances of you doing this are so low. And of course they are, because you've never done this before, and I didn't do things either. So the only thing to learn the thing was to actually just do the thing. And everything else, like planning, researching more, waiting for the stars to align, is actually not doing the thing. The only thing that allows you to get better at the thing is doing the thing, and then reflecting on what you did and then improving the next time.